Alright, we got one of the weird boxes. Yeah. That freaking hell. These things don't ever open right. Like, I pulled it, and it's like, okay. So here we go, we just get to cut it open anyway. Like, why do they do this? It doesn't even work right. Doesn't even want to come undone that way either. Alright. Good lord. They seem to be pretty good about squishing the crap out of these boxes. These things are getting squished. Like, you can see the stress marks on the box. That thing got hammered. Squished it like a mushroom. I've seen worse, but it's probably the other box that saved it. If you look, you know, it just went completely squished. And you don't really want to see a box look like that. The other end is fine. Anyway. I noticed on the other radio, they've got the year on the label. I'll move this over here. So, I make videos like this every time. So in case something's wrong with something that I get, I'm like, dude, I have a video, I can prove it. You know what I mean? So anyway, QT80. And I just got back from selling the Marantz radio, so and I had the money to cover for this, and that's cool. And I have a little more room over on the vintage section where I could probably put this radio over there or something else. So I've got a part with a couple more stereos, and that will make things easier. But I got rid of the radios that were worth the most money, just because I was like, okay, they're really good sounding Marantz, but they're not like super high power ones. So I can just listen to a more high power. Oh wow, you get a lot more stuff with this. I didn't even think about it. The QT60 doesn't even come with a programming cable. So I don't know if there's something special in this cable or not. I also don't know if these radios are both made by the same manufacturer. But if they are, then this cable will work on the other one, I'm sure. You get the little stick-on pads to protect the radio. That's cool. And microphone. And I don't know that I have any of these anymore, so I'll probably have to use it. Which means I'll have to put Anderson power poles on it. I'm trying to think if I have any of these cords. These are weird. They're kind of like, it's like hard plastic versus the soft white plastic that you would normally find on these. I definitely tell you this is the kind of plastic that cracks, okay? It's hard plastic. I don't like that. So, I'm going to probably check to see what fuse size it uses. And then, well, we don't need the programming cable. Okay, we don't need that. That can go back in there. The radio's bracket is over here for some reason and not in there. Like, seriously, dude, you guys could have put this. Could have put it in the corner there. I mean, it would have protected. It would have protected the damn radio box. Yeah, I mean, why couldn't you put it in there? You put it around the radio so it scratched the radio up? I'll bet you the radio scratched. See that bullshit? They put the bracket in there. They let it sit there and scratch the side of the damn radio. I don't know if it scratched through the plastic. This is a much more reasonable size of a radio. Look, they don't have seals on this. So why does the other radio have seals? The other radio's got security seals that say void if opened. Okay? And this is way more of a shape and size that you should have. And I don't see any dirt behind the display like the other one. The display is smaller by quite a bit. But I think this is a better design. It feels kind of light for what it is. But this looks more like, you know, with this UHF, VHF type of power plug, it looks more like a legit radio. Whereas the other one feels more like some kind of modern CB. So, but it does feel suspiciously light. It feels heavy on the back end, obviously, but it feels kind of light. And the way that they did this right here is stupid as hell. That's not really a good design to have that like that, is it? I mean, couldn't they have just left it off there? There's a fuse in here, so I'm kind of curious. I'm gonna set this thing down, and then you have two more fuses in this cord. So that's strange. I doubt this 6-pin is the same as the Lincoln, but maybe. It's kind of... It's not bad. If it was just a tad heavier, that'd be really nice. It feels like good quality. Yeah, I don't know. Let me get this thing set up and we'll be right back. But I was just closing the box up and I'm just like, wow. Yeah, this thing is like totally took a fucking hard hit. I mean, the box is squished all the way up to the middle. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with it. But if there is, then we'll just tell them to send us another one. But yeah, that thing, it just like got squished, you know. Actually, it's good. Squish marks everywhere. And usually these are in pretty good shape, but I think maybe the type of box they decided to use this time wasn't as good. I don't know. I like to save these things here. They work real well for putting things that you don't want scratched up on top of things. So we're gonna do two things. That mic definitely feels lighter. So if you're curious, this is how they stack up. No pun intended. The QT80 is probably what they call a single din. And I don't know what the other one really is. But see how it's got seals on it? And that one doesn't. And what's kind of lame is, like, if you open the radio to get 12 meters or 11, you just want to listen, you have to open it up. And you're going to have to open it. It's got 2 seals on it. What's kind of cool, though, is they put the date on the seals. So it's actually June of last year, that radio is. This one here doesn't have seals on it. And we don't even have to open it. All we have to do is push a couple buttons, I guess. And if we want 15 meters, we'll have to open it. But I'm not sure that I want it on 15, because that's kind of hard on radios that aren't meant to transmit there. So, let me see if I have a cord for this thing, because I don't feel like sitting here putting Anderson power poles on it right now. Alright. So, like I was telling you guys, this kind of plastic is the kind of plastic I do not like. It's hard plastic. This is plastic. It's firm, but you know you can. It's got more flex. I don't know. It's a different type. This is usually the kind of plastic, if it burns, it makes your eyes water. I don't know. It says Chang Fu 2.0 millimeters squared. And this one here is 14 gauge. And I think this is from my 85 watt Alinco that I had. This one says Dongju, Dongju. I think it's an unbound cable. This probably is too. I don't know why we can't get zip cord. It used to be that way. Now, you buy ICOMs. I don't know if I've ever used this. Yeah, I guess I have. You buy ICOMs, and they're HF cables. They're zip cord. And I think they're the only ones doing that. I gotta get a power supply. Damn it. I moved it earlier. Oh, man. I've got the Samlex. I'm probably gonna have to move something around. We have to. I don't know. I need to move the Cobra. I don't really have room. I do if I move the other radio. Alright. I like using this rubber mat because it keeps everything under control. You get this cord taken care of. Let's see here. All right. I need to come over here and a little bit of a pain on the antenna connector for sure. Okay. I do like the idea that this one has the actual 6-pin connector. A lot of radios, even regular ham radios, aren't using regular connectors anymore. Like the Yaesu 710. I don't know. Does the FTDX 10? Does it have a regular connector? I can't remember. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn it on. Also, another thing I noticed is this radio has 2 extra. It has more digits on it than the other one. So, and they're just even length. These knobs are, the knobs on this, that one feels a little funky. They're kind of a little hard to. Oh, that's that AQ. I should have probably did was save myself the trouble. I probably should have just bought this radio and not the other one. Well, the other one, I think if you're into CB, I think the other one's a better radio because it for sure has that same particular board as the Striker. This one, they say it's got the same board as the Washington, but I've seen the videos of it. They don't even. There's some similarities, but it's not the same board, not even close. I mean, like, things are quite a bit different. Okay. So, okay. Band. So A. What I want to do is, since I have a special VFO, okay. Definitely picking that up. I should probably have done this a different way. Okay. $28,005. 28,005. Well, I don't want that. Okay. Let's put this on the dummy load. Oh, that was this radio making all that racket. 28,005. Okay. Is this, must not be, oh, it's 005. Where did it just go? Look, it's doing a split thing. Why is it transmitting on a different frequency? That is weird. Okay, is there like a way to take it out of like channel mode? That's actually the VFO. No, sorry, not VFO. The middle button. Okay. So for some reason, you see we're at 19.55. Why would it do that? I don't get it. It's shifting that digit. So it's like the clarifier must be. Is it the clarifier? I really don't want the damn clarifier on. Okay. There we go. Okay, so we're on the dummy load, and our VFO for this radio is at 28005, which is actually the CW part of the band, but we're on dummy load, so nobody cares. So, test 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It sounds maybe a tad strange. 1 2. I turned the RF gain down low. 1 2 3 4. It's not really that much. Low. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. It sounds very crisp. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Let me look at my meter down here. Hello. That's 100 watts, dude. Hold on. Hello, 1 2 3 4. That's 100 watts. This is a 100 watt radio. I have seen the claims before, but on 28005, we're doing 100 watts. Let me see if you can. I'll have to move it. Anyway, it's definitely 100 watts. If it's not, then my other radios are doing 80. 1 2 3 4. Hello, 1 2 3 4. 1 1 1 1 1 2 2 2 2 2. I mean, it dips down a little bit, but look, I mean, that's 100 watts. So that's on upper sideband. We're definitely 100 watts into the dummy load. So where we need to check it, because we know what it sounds like now. There's no band open right now. Let me see here. Let's go up to. Oh, okay. We need to get it into VFO mode, because what it's doing is it's channelizing me. Okay. Power, RF gain, clarifier, squelch, function, mode, band. Okay, that should be VFO. 28600. And we're going to go 28.4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's also 100 watts. Okay. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so that's 100 watts. That's pretty cool. You know, this would be the radio I would recommend, just out of that alone. There's like 40 more watts on the table. The other one's actually closer to 50, really, which is what you expect. This one surprised me because I really figured, well, it was going to do 80. But I'd seen other videos where it was doing 100 on some of their less than accurate pieces of equipment, 108. They will not show you this thing transmitting on 15 meters because it's quite low. And that's why I said I don't think it's safe to use it on 15 meters, to be honest. So let's go up the band. So the microphone will do that. Now I've got a cursor right here. What does that mean? Okay, I want 29. I want 29,600. And I want FM. CW. We'll do FM. 50 watts, 40 watts. Yeah, so it's kind of interesting how they have this radio set up. I could think the other radio does more power on FM. Hello, testing on FM, 40 watts. Maybe 42. Okay. On AM. And it could be also I'm far up in the band. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. Look at 100 watts on AM. Okay, RMS. We had a 20 watt dead key. I know it's CB talk. I'm gonna pin the meter in the corner. Hello. Yeah, so you see. Now, this is a peak reading meter. This is an MFJ. A really good one. They didn't make them long. I think they were losing money on them. Hello. Do. So, yeah. Okay, let's go. USB, LSB, PA, CW. It's probably like something like 12 watts. 20. So that's how you're gonna get out of that thing on CW is about 20 watts. But you really, I think you can send with this, you know, but that's it. Like if you want to run a key, you know, forget it. You'll have to make one. Because they didn't give you a way to do anything with it. Okay, upper sideband. Low. So that is when we're not reading peak. So really, to read sideband, you have to have a peak reading meter. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, there's a little bit of a change at the top of the band, but that's to be expected. So, either one of these radios would be the same if you're going to do 10 meter FM repeaters, because they're like really close in the same amount of power. And in fact, I think the other one puts out more. So now let's go in here and see. I do see that there, but until you make it blink, it doesn't do anything. So we got 28. We can go 28 and 29. And then, so what we need to do now is, I think, we'd hold these two. Let me try to do it. and then press the... Nope. We'll try it again. Is it maybe mode? I watched a video where they did it, and I can't do it. That didn't work. Okay, so I'll probably have to look it up. Yeah, unless they changed it. Let's go look it up. Let's look it up together. Okay. Get this camera moved. Okay. Come on. I should just pause the damn video, huh? There you go, doing stuff on the fly. Alright, okay. QT80 unlock. Alright.
I really wish they didn't do this. Now that's more like it. Alright folks, so what we have is the Radioddity DB80. This is actually a rebanded Anytone that Radioddity is licensed to sell here in North America. It sells as a 10-meter ham radio, contacted by Radioddity Review. I agreed to that, and here's the radio. Content on YouTube. I suggest you go watch some cat videos. So here's the radio. It's typical size, something like that. We'll check all that out, but probably in a separate video. In this one, I wanted to talk about frequencies that this radio can, other amateur radio. When you boot it up, it comes into channel mode, and then you can see that we have various channels here that span across the 10-meter band. Now this is all programmable in software, so you use the band button right here, you can go into VFO mode, and that's what this UF is supposed to be, a VF, to let you know that you're there. Now when we talk about covering the 10-meter band, you can see then it rolls over by pushing this knob and then changing those values. So you can see today we go from 28 to this radio off. I press the memory and the band buttons, hold them down, and turn this on. And when it comes up, it says that we are on the ham band. If I rotate this knob, I can change that to HF. Now what I want to do is I want to come and press the function key and hold that in.
All right. So I just had the wrong buttons. Okie dokie. I don't really like watching that guy's channel at all, but like, well, he's probably going to show us how to do it, so... Those guys all get these radios for free, and they review them, and their reviews are biased because they got the radio for free. I paid for these. And anyway, so banned in what? Was it banned in memo? Okay. That did not work. Okay. Ham band. HF. Ham band. Straight to 27. Okay. But that's not where I wanted to be. I wanted to go down to... Let's see. So we got 30 to 24. Okay. There you go, 24915. Remember, we're on the dummy load. Okay. Let's see what we get. 40 watts on FM. About 15 watt dead K on AM. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 85 watts. What does it show on the radio? It shows almost 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see it's just a little bit less, which I expected, and it's not a huge amount less. Okay, so let's go upper sideband. Let's look and see what it looks like on the radio. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. It definitely looks like it might be a little bit more powerful. Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, about 87 watts or something, based on what I see, and that's pretty good. So, yeah, I'm gonna do some more testing on it tomorrow because I got to get ready to go to bed. But yeah. Anyway, I can't think of anything else to cover. I'm not really concerned about 15 meters. I'm not really concerned about 11 meters. I'm actually not even really concerned about 12, but I just wanted to see what kind of power would it do on those bands. And so it's kind of impressed me a little bit. So that's it for now.